What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Let Dirt Fly YouTube channel. Today we have a fun riding video finally for you guys here. Finally it feels like spring here in New York, but today we're actually gonna be out for a little quest. Seth, what are we doing?
We're gonna take Marshall's XM310s.
Those guys?
And we're putting them on my quad. And we're gonna do an XM310 versus Motohavok tire video.
So these are two very popular mud tires, as you guys probably know if you're into mudding. So I got 31-inch XM310s, and these are 32-inch Motohavok's. There is a roughly 1-inch difference, but
and it's a true 1 inch.
Yeah, yeah. I will say that the Motohavoks seem to measure definitely true to size. Now, the only difference between these two tires, well, main big difference is these are 16s for wheels. Those are 14s. And the other thing actually is these are 6-ply. These are 8-ply. So these are going to hold up better against sticks and rocks and stuff like that, punctures. Yep. But these guys are going to be a little bit lighter technically, even though they are the same weight as those because they're bigger. But it's a little bit thinner sidewall, rides a little bit smoother technically. But
they're going to steer a little bit easier because those are 8.5 versus 9.5. So
yes,
that extra inch, you know, width on each tire is definitely going to, you know, you're going to feel a little bit when you're going to steer.
So right now we're going to gear up and we're going to go hit the trail and we're going to go down to the swamp since that's our main spot to ride. We haven't really hit the main spots in a long time, so it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a lot of mud.
It's going to be messy.
It's going to be bad.
Yes.
And there's probably going to be rubbish on Seth's quad.
What? Say nothing like that.
Okay, whatever. We'll catch you down at the swamp. Back on the quads. Back on our quads, actually, I should say. This is the first like actual mud ride we've done in a couple months.
That's not true. I took that CF in there.
For Marshall, I guess. Sorry, correction. But yeah, so both these tires are mine. I own both of them still, and I'm undecided what I want to keep because I will tell you a couple different things about these tires real quick on our way down to the swamp. So, XM310's super smooth trail tire, or mud tire, on the trail, I should say. They do handle pretty good because they have like more of like a slotted design, like a paddle. Side grip could be a little bit better, but it's the trade-off you kind of have.
Yeah, now, I do notice that. Not right this second, but I did notice it when I rode your quad with them. Yeah, that it would slide out in turns easier.
Yep, a little bit. Yep. So the Motohavok's, because they're a 6-ply tire, these things are like the smoothest mud tire I've ever felt. Now, Seth says his Jirachis are really smooth. We're going to be comparing those two again for you guys coming up. But compared to any other mud tire I've tried personally, these Motohavok's are just super, super nice.
I mean, you know, I know Motohavok's could very well be smoother than the Jirachis, but I mean, the Jirachis are more of a real kind of a dedicated mud tire.
Yeah. You know. So what I look for in a tire, I'm kind of weird, I guess. I want a really aggressive mud tire, but oh geez, I almost flipped my throttle. But I also do love the ride trails, so I want something that's going to be nice as far as like ride quality and stuff. I don't want to have to feel like I'm on a bucking bronco all the time. But then when you get to a mud pit, you're pretty dang certain you'll get through it. So I know these Motohavok's probably aren't the best tire for my quad, but for my style, I think they're pretty dang good. All right, Seth seems to be lined up for a big mud hole. I think you're gonna have no problem getting through there. Dude, it is soft to. Oh boy, this is gonna be a nasty day. All right, guys, we'll catch you in a second. Let me get the good camera out and see what this is all about. All right, let's see what the XM310s can do. This is a pretty easy hole through here. So. No problem. What did you guys do if Seth ended up buying the XM310s off of me because he ends up loving them?
Yeah. It's all about that spot on the end.
Nasty today.
I can feel it on the log.
Oh yeah, there's that log over there. I can hear it. I don't want to say anything, but that looks like a stuck 850. Oh, dude, that's nasty today. That is so nasty today. Oh, yeah. That's some good stuff. Skipped all that.
Pretty much.
Jesus. I will say, I think you cheated a little bit, dude. You went through the kind of the little bit soft or more solid line.
Well, I was trying to not hit the same line to not run it up so much.
Gotcha.
You know, I'm trying to, you know, just kind of take slightly different lines.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Time to get muddy. I haven't got muddy in a while. All right. Let's see how the Motohavoks do. Now, one thing we didn't mention, 650, 850. Give me a break on the power.
Not a problem.
That's pulled pretty good.
The biggest problem for either of these quads is right over there. There's a tree down.
It feels good to be covered again.
What?
It feels good to be covered in mud and not be frozen to the bone.
There you go. I believe that the Motohavoks did walk out of it easier the last time he hit it, so. Yeah.
I will say one thing. This tire setup on this quad feels way better than those tires on this quad.
Yeah?
I'm not bashing those tires, but I think the thinner tires work better because of the power I have.
Probably. Not much of a difference.
I mean, I will tell you just feel-wise, those feel a bit like they pull better, but because of my power level with my quad, and these are thinner, I think they're cutting through the mud a little bit better than those, where those are pulling better but bogging my quad down. That's the only thing I'm feeling so far by going to this setup, because last time you guys caught this, I'll insert clip right here.
Oh. Tree? Really?
Yeah, kind of blew up an axle.
Well, that was over there.
That was over there, so.
Which we're gonna hit.
Now. Got demons now, by the way. I don't think I told you guys that.
Demons in the rear.
Demon double plunging, except I grabbed the wrong ones. These aren't their super heavy duty ones. They're like the mediocre ones. Oops.
It's probably a good Can-Am, OEM
for what
replacement.
I'm doing, I think it'll be okay. If I snap them, I'll upgrade them then, just pay a difference or something.
That's all.
Catch you guys in a second. All right. Oh, my quad is freaking destroyed. All right. 32-inch Motohavoks. This dang log. Is that log?
Log, yeah.
Oh, there she is.
There you go.
Don't get tippy on it. Keep water wheeling on me. Tires don't do any good if they're in the air. Tree? Died? Alrighty, so just went through with the Motohavoks. they work pretty good. I can definitely tell from riding the XM310s before that the XMs definitely pull a little bit harder through the mud. I mean, it's more of a paddle design and stuff like that, so it is kind of obvious. But I mean, for the most part, Motohavok's still did pretty good. I'm willing to give up a little bit of mud performance over trail quality, but we'll see how the XMs do on an 850. So we got more power here, and that quad's a beast, so I'm not gonna lie. We'll see how she does. Stuck in that same spot I did. It's a mean spot. It's like a log under there. Where are you going? Oh, got caught up on something right there. Seth also has a left-handed throttle like I do now. Oh, get a little water wheelie action. Oh, he's getting ready for the water wheelie. He's trying to show off. Found a little grip there. There it is. He's gonna have to go down in the hole. Whoa, boy. Let's not turn this into I swamped my 850 XMR video. Dang. It's just a massive rut right there from us getting stuck so many times. Okay.
It looked like these might have done better. I don't know if it's the power versus the tire. I
will say timing wise, we'll have to go back and watch it in post, but I think that made it through quicker. Weirdly enough.
I was trying not to give it too much.
I'll put a little thing right here for you guys to say our 2 times going through, although it wasn't a race. Otherwise it would have been more full throttle stuff. But I mean, how did they feel?
I think they actually felt pretty good. Did they feel better than the Tarachis? I don't know. I feel like where I got kind of stuck coming off of the log is where the Tarachis really kind of shine through that area. You know what? Why don't I take your quad through, and then you take this quad through, and see how we feel. See if if we feel.
I already know what you're gonna say about mine. All this thing's got no power. They got no power, man.
I don't usually pin my quad anyway, so.
That you're gonna have to pin a little bit more.
Warping on that.
That you have to pin it first to see. You'll see to get it moving more like yours. But then once you're in, you burp it like normal.
Yeah. All right. So I'll pull over. I'll just grab your quad.
Okay, sounds good. All right, let's see what Seth's thoughts are on this 650 and the Motohavoks.
All right, so here we go. 650 Motohavoks. I'm gonna try and stay a little left with that log, but let's see.
I hope he doesn't swallow my quad. Now you can see a big power difference. That hole's gotten so bad. It's so weird watching my quad go through. Now me on it. Easy there.
It doesn't count when I do it to your quad, just so you know.
I'm doing it with my quad. I'm more worried about you tipping the dang thing over. I know those ruts are bad in there, so that's why I'm like, yeah, don't tip my crap. She's still water wheeling out. You just went through faster on that.
I went through faster than either of us did before. Way freaking faster.
These tires, they do work.
I didn't say they didn't work.
I know. I'm just saying they do.
I don't know how they work. This is my first time actually riding this.
Yeah.
So
they did pretty good.
Putting them up against the sidewall.
There's no grip.
Really helps them. No, it helps them.
Oh, it helps them.
Because you're just slightly turning into it, which is giving you
that knob's getting onto
just a little bit of this lug grabbing.
Yep. That's the only downfall. These don't have
a. Help start your wheelie up.
They don't have a side lug. That's their downfall.
No, they don't.
If they put a side lug on these tires, they would be freaking. Problem is then you're widening them again.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think Marshall actually has a really good setup for his quad right now. Those tires did surprisingly well through this stuff. It didn't seem to struggle. Now, that was also the 4th time we came through here, so that helps. But his 650 spins those tires with no problem, which is really nice. And I just think it's a good, pair for that thing. So let me, he's coming, so he's gonna try the 850. He's gonna love it.
All right, here we go. 850 with the XM310s again, with me riding them.
So there are definitely 2 different styles of riding between Marshall and I.
I don't like the height of your handlebars.
Yeah, you're really not gonna like the height of my intakes.
Hey now. I know yours is a lot lower than mine.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, she sounds nice. See, and I was riding a nice wheelie through there. He's just barely on the gas right now. This is where this quad's gonna have a little hard time because it's been dug out so much that at some point this quad will swamp in that hole. There you go. There you go. Too much sun glare at the end.
I don't like about these tires. I remember what it was that made me always nervy about these things. They are really floaty.
They are.
When you're trying to control your weight in the mud, you can just feel it's like boating. Like it's rocky. Whereas I don't know if it's because of I have more wheel and less tire with that setup, so I have a 16-inch wheel.
Yeah.
Less air technically. I think I'm running 8 or 9 PSI in those, so I think I thought
you had 5 in those, but I mean, who knows what's in them right now.
I think there's probably around 7. That's usually where I set most of my quads at. But yeah, you can feel they're floatier. So for kind of water riding, you can feel because remember up in Tall Pines going through the water, how it gets before the fenders even go under, you can feel it starting to rock boat. So it gives that nervy feeling uh-oh. I don't know. That's the way I felt on yours.
Okay, so riding through on yours.
Yeah. Don't you go down with the good camera, boy.
Both of my feet are suctioned in now. Riding yours, riding mine. The XMs on the 850.
They did feel good. Like the initial pull, these things.
They pull.
Well, so they pull really good. So I think if you did skeg riding with these, with an 850, I don't think a 650 would pull them great, because I tried doing skeg with an 850 before, with the 650 before, with these tires, and she sunk pretty fast. But with the 850 power or better, I think they would do pretty good skeg riding. For water riding, I don't think they're what you might want. Now, people are probably going to disagree with me. Everybody's entitled to their opinions.
Yeah, it's all
from
personal.
my experience with them in the water, I feel a little more comfortable with that setup riding.
Okay.
And this is wider too, so you'd think it would give you a little bit better.
A little more stability, but you know, I didn't really notice too much of the floatiness that you're talking about.
That's just what I felt.
You know,
it could have been my nerves from riding your quad, and I know your circle's a lot slower than mine.
Yes, it is.
So the other thing you can feel after it's going through that time too, because these are like a little bit shorter. I think they're almost 1.5 inches shorter, even though it's 1 inch size difference. I'm pretty sure that this was bottoming out quite a bit. Mine has a lot more ride height.
It does. It's got more ride height than mine does.
Yeah, so I think that helps.
Although it might be pretty close with these two tire setups. I know I give up quite a bit on the Tarachis.
Yeah.
It could be an inch different. It could be, you know, I don't think it's much more than that, but
yeah. No, I mean, they still work really good.
They do. They work great.
They're good skimming tire, I feel like, too. Like if you like to do skimming style stuff, got a lot of guys run Assassinators for skimming. I think this would be probably your next, best option because of the paddle. These tires, we're not shooting them down at all. I honestly think for my quad though, I think I'm gonna stick with the Motohavvoks because that's why I've been saving. That's why I've been saving these. That's why you guys haven't seen them in a little while. Wanted to try these out. I think for my quad, right now between these two tires, I would choose the Motohavvoks. Now for Seth's quad, honestly, I mean we'd have to see how those perform on here, but Seth needs floorboards in order to do that.
I'm not buying floorboards just to test it out.
Why not? Do it for the people, man.
But you know, and I can say though that, you know, these are a nice tire. I mean,
I was just gonna say
they pull right through the mud
these
and
work
everything.
really good. They do feel good. A little floaty in the water, but like when I first pulled right through here, they were. I mean, it's the 850 power too, but they were pulling. All right, so right now, what are we gonna do? We still got some ride. We can do some other riding.
We can hit that hole over there.
Yeah, let's go hit that hole over there.
We can go get both of our shit stuck over there.
Let's do it. All right, so we're gonna go play around a little bit here now. Just have some fun.
Yeah, I mean,
you want to hit that real quick, or I was gonna kind of go that way. Got 2-wheel drive. You. Hey, you got me.
Did I?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I was. It looked like it was throwing like massive chunks.
It was.
I had to throw 2-wheel drive for that. I can't believe you didn't realize what I was doing.
Oh, I basically knew because I do it to you all the time.
I know. That's why I did it back to you. All right, so let's see the 2-wheel drive skip.
You're just throwing mud like 30 feet in the air.
Might as well throw it in 4, just in case.
Yeah, that ledge is bad. I'm gonna try to see if I can go to the right. Be different.
That you definitely got me. Which way were you trying to go? I'm not getting any of it.
Oh, almost got it. Almost got it. Come on, baby. Seth got stuck here.
I'm doing the Austin Powers over here.
I got it.
Did you? Nice.
Dude, I like these Motohavvoks. I'm not gonna lie. I did not think I would like these tires. They are plugged up right now.
How hard did you hit that?
You're gonna wanna. Uh-oh, you're very screwed. I succeed! Don't snap an axle now, I hear axle noises. That's why I was actually worried about stuck there. Not gonna lie. Ooh, Visco's locking up. Back her up a little bit.
No, she's coming.
She's coming. They're good ledge tires. They actually are cleaning out pretty decent today. The mud's not as mucky as it was the other day. Oh, you already screwed up your line. There's that log coming out, I think. I don't know if that's under there or not.
I don't know.
Alright, this could end really bad for my quad.
Snap, snap, snap. Hit it. You're out. Come on.
This is beached.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, this is thick. quad won't even move.
Looks good for film.
That's the only problem with this the 650 is like when you get into this stuff, she bombed.
Yeah, well,
she burned that belt up. My belt is probably the love of life right now.
There you go. Where are you going? You're like leaving me for winching.
No, I was just getting her cleaned up a little bit. Actually, it did help quite a bit. Let's see it. I think we all know how this is gonna go. Keep them clear. What? You got up on the ledge. Those tires are ledge tires. I told you. Knew it. Except that ledge. I knew that's how it was gonna go. Ooh, you can hear that stick of the 850s bogging.
Dude, I'm like 18 inches of mud right there.
I know. You just nailed yourself. Oh, easy there, cowboy. Don't be rolling there. Don't bend my wheels now, doing fancy kick flips with your quad.
Damn
there
ruts.
you go. Starve your quad of oil. There you go. Don't set her down on mine.
I have got so much crap on my face.
Oh, it's muddy too. I was not expecting that much of a drop. Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I was in. It's like, oh.
All right, so we just made it back to the house here. Pretty successful day. I mean, I think that showed a lot of how these tires kind of perform in the mud. I wish we had like two 850s or two 650s. Power level be the same. But I will say, for my quad, I think the Motohavvoks are better just because it turns them a little bit better, even though they're taller. Are they the best tire for my quad? Maybe not. Are they the most aggressive mud tire? No. And Super Mud, I feel like they probably wouldn't work as good as something like the Tarachis or the XM310s. The XM310s do still work really good though. They do a really good job. You gotta keep them clean.
They work really well. I mean, like you said, on an 850, the 850 cleans them out.
Yes. 650 struggled with it a little bit.
650 does not clean them out. The 850 cleans them out, no problem. What tire do I actually think is better? I think probably the XM310 is a better tire. I think it pulls harder. I think it's probably a little bit better tire. Like for the mud. One versus the other, I think the XM310s is probably a better tire. For your personal setup, the Motohavvoks are definitely a better tire.
To be honest, it actually performed way better than I thought. Because my quad's able to keep them clean now, because you don't have to work it as hard, I think it does way better.
So, what you got here is, from tread to tread is probably
4.5.
4 to 4.5 inches, which gives you a lot more clean out than the 2.5 inches here, say. So if you're not able to spin your tire as fast, these are going to clean out much better for you. If you can spin your tires, these will clean out no problem.
All right, guys. So with that, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, and commenting down below. We really appreciate everything you guys do. We hope you enjoyed today's video. And Seth, where can they catch us on social media stuff?
You can catch us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
So with that, we'll have to catch you guys next time on
Let Her Fly.
Have you forgotten where you were?